Badamu here. This is going to be a quick preview video from the Japanese servers, mostly because I don't have all my copies of Shadow yet. I'm still kind of working my way through the international event, and tonight I'm like, hey, let's jump on over this side, see what's happening over here. Of course, they got all kinds of cool, awesome Marvel Tsum Tsum, one of which happens to be my all-time favorite character, which is the Man of Iron himself, Tony Stark. So if we're going to jump into the menu here, you will see it's all in Japanese. So I'm going to tell you what his skill is all about, and hopefully that's going to give you some insight when we do get him on the international server. I will certainly play him again, but just in case you are curious now, I'll give you a little bit of information of what I found with him playing tonight. And as you can see, he's level 17. That doesn't mean I played him a lot, it just means he's that good. He's clearing so many Tsum Tsum that it's very easy to level him up. So, Tony Stark, what is he all about? Well, when you initiate his skill, he will let you choose one of the 3 Tsum Tsum on screen because you will most certainly be using the 524 booster item with him at SL6. There's no reason not to. He has such incredible value, it's only going to get better. So, you're going to be choosing one of 3 Tsum Tsum, after which he will release a massive swarm of angry missiles, and he's just going to be clearing every one of those on screen and off screen. So, if you're using the bubble clearing trick, you will certainly be hitting off screen as well. So when you think about this and the fact that it does take quite a few Mitsum to charge him up, there's 3 main considerations that I found to be kind of thinking about when I'm playing the game. One is, of course, how many Mitsum are available of each of the 3 types that you have on screen. Obviously, you don't want to pick the one that has like 3 Tsum Tsum on screen. You're going to hit nothing and nothing is going to happen, and then you're going to spend another 10 seconds charging up his skill manually if you're even lucky enough to get a bunch of the Mitsum. So you want to pick one of the variants that has quite a few copies on screen, but that's not the only thing. The second thing you want to think about is their positioning on screen. If there's one that has a bunch of Tsum Tsum that are closer clumped together, don't pick that one. Pick the one that's a little bit spread out, that gives you a little bit more of like a shotgun effect, because those missiles do area of effect AoE damage. So if you pick the ones that are spread apart, you will in fact hit the entire screen and clear the whole thing, which is what you want, because that's going to give you the best refresh chance of getting more of the Mitsum and cycling through his skill repeatedly. You'll see that in the gameplay footage in just a second. The other thing to consider when the numbers are kind of even and the spread is not very good is essentially which one is going to help you clear the vertical path of the final portion of his skill. Because the Tsum Tsum will be refreshing and falling from the top of the screen, you want as much open space available to hit as many of them as possible. And that brings me to the second phase of his ability. You can use gyro, and it is more consistent, but it's not necessary. He will do very, very well even without gyro. I just find, in my personal opinion, with gyro, you get more consistent results. I'd say 500 plus coin per game more. Actually, more is not the right way to phrase that. Just more often. So you can definitely get ridiculous scores and coin with him just playing him normally, but I think you get them a little bit more frequently using gyro. So the way you use gyro with him is when you initiate the skill, you want to hold the phone relatively flat and then slowly tilt it your way so that you slow the Tsum Tsum falling from the top, so more of them will get hit off screen by his ability. So that's kind of the way to do it. The timing and the feel really depends on how fast your phone is. So if you have them, if you have the Japanese account and you got a couple copies, just kind of play around with it, get the feel for it, and you can expect to hit mid to high 30s, sometimes 40s by using this ability. Sometimes you choke a little bit like me, or maybe you don't, but I did. So you'll still hit in the low 30s, but all in all, ridiculously powerful, incredibly flexible, lets you play the game exactly how you want. You can do basically whatever you want with him, and that is the kind of Tsum Tsum I really, really like in this game, and it just so happens it's also my favorite Marvel character ever. So, awesome! Anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it all in the comment section below. If this preview is to your liking, and as always, thank you so much for your likes, your subs, and your viewership. We'll see you guys next time.
all it is you need. 'Cause we are trying to find a way to feel. If I could sleep, I'd dream of what we'd be. But I can feel you slip further from me. Oh, it makes it hard to be when you are all that I want, but don't have. And I'll run into the sea, follow this heart that escapes from me. It escapes from me, and I'm all I want and although it feels like heaven, I can't wait forever. Oh, habits are hard to break. I'm losing faith. Maybe we're better off this way, but I'm still all I want and
Not bad. Could be better.